The camera opens with a slow cinematic sweep across a rugged military-style motorcycle parked on dirt terrain. The host steps into frame as the engine sound fades in the background. The host begins by saying that some machines don't just return. As motorcycles, they return as legends, and the Zündapp KS750 is exactly that. Visually, close-ups highlight the massive frame, sidecar mounting points, and classic proportions that instantly signal history reborn with purpose. The visuals shift to rolling shots of the bike moving across its gravel and uneven ground. The host explains that the original K750 was built for extreme conditions, and the 2026 version carries that same DNA forward. This machine isn't about speed records or flashy tech. It's about unstoppable torque, balance, and mechanical toughness. The camera focuses on the engine as the host describes the modernized flat-twin power plant, tuned for reliability and low-end pulling power, designed to crawl through mud, sand, and broken terrain without hesitation. As the bike climbs a rough trail, the host talks about how the 2026 K750 blends historical accuracy with modern engineering. Visuals show reinforced suspension components, heavy-duty tires, and a wide stance that gives the bike a planted, almost armored presence. The host emphasizes that this motorcycle feels more like a machine built for survival than for comfort, and that's exactly what makes it special in today's world of plastic adventure bikes. The camera cuts to detailed shots of the fuel tank, exhaust routing, and minimalist instrumentation. The host explains that Zündapp kept the design intentionally simple, reducing unnecessary electronics while improving durability. Visuals show the rider standing on the pegs, controlling the bike with confidence, as the host mentions the low center of gravity and predictable handling, even at slow speeds over technical ground. The scene transitions to a side profile shot with the sun setting behind the bike. The host discusses the legendary sidecar heritage, explaining that the 2026 KS750 is still engineered to support a sidecar setup for extreme touring or utility use. Visuals imagine the bike loaded with gear, crossing remote landscapes, reinforcing the idea that this is a motorcycle built for riders who value purpose over polish. The host now rides through shallow water and rocky paths, as the camera captures splashes and suspension movement. The narration highlights the bike's mechanical honesty, where every vibration and sound reminds the rider they're connected to something raw and authentic. This isn't a motorcycle you ride casually, it's one you respect, understand, to master over time. As the bike comes to a stop, the host stands beside it and reflects on what the Zündapp KS750 represents. Visually, the camera circles slowly, emphasizing its solid build and timeless silhouette. The host explains that in an era of digital dashboards and ride modes, this motorcycle stands apart as a tribute to engineering that values strength, simplicity, and endurance above all else. The final visuals show the K750 disappearing down a dirt road, dust rising behind it. The host closes by saying that the Zündapp KS750 isn't for everyone, but for those who understand its history and purpose. It offers something rare, a true connection to motorcycling's toughest roots, reborn for a new generation that still craves real machines and real adventure.